Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight as we begin our 17th season on the air. Amazing. Assessing the conventions, that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. My journeys to Tampa and Charlotte were instructive, but not very exciting. The Republican convention featured three main messages. The president has failed to improve the economy and has no clue on what to do next, but Mitt Romney does and can improve things. That's it. It took 4 days to get that out. Things are a bit more complicated on the Democratic side as that party is divided. Traditional Democrats continue to support President Obama, but seem a bit uneasy with the radical turn the party has taken. I mean, look at the primetime speakers, the head of Planned Parenthood, who wants abortion without limits with taxpayers' funding. And just to make sure we didn't miss that point, Sandra Fluke was given a high-profile speaking slot to put forth her vision of the country.
An America in which states humiliate women by forcing us to endure invasive ultrasounds that we don't want, and our doctors say that we don't need. An America in which access to birth control is controlled by people who will never use it.
Now, Ms. Fluke came across as smug and immature, in my opinion. In fact, writing in the Wall Street Journal, Peggy Noonan called Ms. Fluke a, quote, ninny, a narcissist, and a fool, unquote. Dennis Miller also had a great line. He said, the Democrats are for cradle-to-grave entitlements. It's getting to the cradle that's the hard part. Then it was Caroline Kennedy, who offended millions of Christians worldwide when she said this.
As a Catholic woman, I take reproductive health seriously, and today it is under attack. This year alone, more than a dozen states have passed more than 40 restrictions on women's access to reproductive health care. That's not the kind of future I want for my daughters or your daughters. Now isn't the time to roll back the rights we were winning when my father was president.
Well, for the record, Ms. Kennedy's mother and father, the president and Jackie, were not pro-choice, at least not publicly. They did not embarrass their church. Well, the embarrassments continued with the Democrats initially taking the word God out of their platform and then trying to put God back in.
I'll do that one more time. All those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 have voted in the affirmative. The motion is adopted, and the platform has been amended as shown on the screen. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Booing God. Now, Talking Points does not believe there is a war on women or Hispanic Americans or Black Americans or anybody else. T-Points believes the economy is bad, and the Democratic Party should spend the bulk of its time trying to fix that, rather than ginning up phony controversies and promoting divisive class warfare. I simply cannot figure out why President Obama has handed his party over to extremists. The biggest positive in Charlotte was Bill Clinton, a moderate Democrat. If Mr. Obama thinks Planned Parenthood and Sandra Fluke are going to get him elected, he is making a major mistake. Most Americans aren't ideologues. They just want to give themselves and their families a decent life. Mr. Obama is misreading the country's mood, and his speech demonstrated that. Most Americans still like him, and many will vote for him again. But the more he embraces the radical left, the more he shows disdain for American tradition, and that includes capitalism, the more likely it is that he will lose. The president knows he has not fulfilled his promise to return the nation to prosperity, so the long knives and the loons are out, hoping to distract the voting public. That's not going to work this time. And that's the memo.